This is an early phase of our Railyard renewal project and a first opportunity to get some public input.
This is a really significant opportunity for the city of Regina to really create a new set of uses in the heart of the city.
Tonight we have an open house where the public can come out and give us some feedback in terms of what's possible on this particular site.
It's well needed. It's kind of a big gaping hole in the middle of the city, so I think to have it revitalized and see what's going to happen there is really exciting to see.
There are not very many opportunities like this that happen in a city where we have a significant site at 17.5 acres that, as I say, is pretty much a clean slate for development right in the core of the city.
The Railyard lands represent a prime opportunity to link the warehouse and the downtown biz, as well as that walkability and the new potential for business growth.
We're really looking for your ideas and aspirations in terms of what's possible on this site. And
the city is in charge of the planning process, bringing people out, getting engagement, understanding what people want.
So I think it's great to get input from people that visit both this area and the Regina downtown area and get their opinions and thoughts on what would work there and get people thinking outside of the box as to what could possibly happen in the area.
I'd like to see a mixed use. Medium high-rise, medium density, something 5-6 stories high, mix of residential and commercial.
Find out what Regina doesn't have and put it in there.
I love the green space, I love the markets, the old style of everything.
A theater would be very nice, like a cinema would be great, because right now all the cinemas are way on the outside of town.
Active public space, connection to downtown, and also, hopefully that spurs development in warehouse as well.
There's examples of bridges, pedestrian bridges. We'd obviously like to see something like that here. What the look and feel of that is to be determined yet, but we'd like to connect this site directly to the downtown.
People really wanted to see a range of uses, mixed use, residential development. People talked a lot about a grocery store. There isn't a grocery store in the downtown. They talked in some cases about entertainment destinations. What could we attract to the core of our city that would support reinvestment in the warehouse district and that would support reinvestment in the downtown and really become that physical bridge between those two areas. There was a lot of similar shared aspirations, if you will. There were also shared understanding of what are some of the challenges, including implementation, including funding, costing. Those are all questions that we haven't delved into yet, but will. Then working with our core client group, we'll begin to synthesize probably 3 different development scenarios for the site. And we'll talk about what those are. They'll differ in terms of the mix of uses, the attractions, the configuration of streets and blocks, the amount and location of open space, density. They'll differ in terms of density as well.
We have a process where we'll have some additional open houses along the way as well. We'll essentially work on some options of what plans might be able to happen. Eventually these end up in very formal plans that get presented to City Council for approval.
I would encourage citizens of Regina to stay involved. I mean, this is a really important planning process. Participate online, participate through physical attendance at these kinds of meetings. That participation will make sure that the plan really works for all of Regina's population.